You wake up, check your phone, and see 17 ads before you even brush your teeth. You drive to work, listening to sponsored podcasts, walk past billboards, and somehow end up buying something you didn't even know existed yesterday. What the heck is going on here? Welcome to marketing, which is basically the art of getting inside your brain and convincing you that you need stuff. And before you roll your eyes and say, manipulation bad, hold up. Marketing is also how you discovered that awesome restaurant, learned about life-saving medications, and found out your favorite band was touring. It's complicated. At its core, marketing is about connecting people who have problems with people who have solutions. Sounds innocent enough, right? Well, it gets spicy real quick. Marketing starts with understanding what people actually want, which is trickier than it sounds because people lie. Not maliciously, they just don't really know what they want until they see it. Nobody was walking around in 2006 saying, "I wish I could carry the entire internet in my pocket." But here we are, addicted to smartphones. This is where market research comes in. Companies spend billions trying to figure out what's going on in your head through surveys, focus groups, and something called behavioral data, which is a fancy way of saying, we're watching what you click on. But here's the thing. Traditional surveys are about as reliable as asking someone to predict next week's weather. People say they want healthy food, then order pizza. They claim they care about the environment, then buy fast fashion. So marketers turn to behavioral economics, which studies how people actually make decisions versus how they think they make decisions. Turns out, humans are predictably irrational. We make most purchasing decisions with our emotions, then use logic to justify them afterward. That's why successful marketing doesn't just list product features, it tells stories that make you feel something. Once companies figure out what people want, they need to decide who exactly they're talking to. This is called market segmentation, which sounds clinical, but is really just organizing people into groups based on shared characteristics. Demographics like age and income, psychographics like values and lifestyle, and behavioral patterns like shopping habits. The goal is to find your target audience, the people most likely to buy your stuff. Trying to appeal to everyone is like trying to be best friends with the entire planet. It doesn't work, and you end up being memorable to no one. Smart companies create buyer personas, which are detailed profiles of their ideal customers. They give them names like Busy Beth or Tech Savvy Tom and figure out everything from their daily routines to their biggest fears. It sounds creepy, but it's actually helpful. Instead of shouting into the void, you're having a conversation with specific people. Now comes the fun part, positioning. This is where you decide how you want people to think about your brand compared to the competition. Are you the luxury option, the budget-friendly choice, the innovative disruptor, the reliable old standby? Positioning isn't about changing your product, it's about changing perception. Volvo positioned itself around safety, not because their cars were necessarily safer than everyone else's, but because they made safety their entire brand identity. Now, when people think safe car, they think Volvo. This leads us to the marketing mix, also known as the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. It's like a recipe where changing one ingredient affects everything else. Product isn't just the thing you're selling, it's the entire experience. Apple doesn't just sell phones, they sell a lifestyle, an ecosystem, a feeling of being part of something cooler than everyone else. The actual product includes the packaging, the user interface, the customer service, and even the stores where you buy it. Price is psychology disguised as math. Companies don't just calculate costs and add a profit margin. They use strategies like charm pricing, ending prices in 9 or 99, because our brains process 19.99 cents as significantly cheaper than $20, even though the difference is literally 1 cent. Then there's anchoring, where they show you an expensive option first to make everything else seem reasonable. Ever notice how movie theaters sell small, medium, and large popcorn, but the medium is barely cheaper than the large? That's not an accident. Place used to mean physical location, but now it's about being wherever your customers are. If your target audience lives on TikTok, that's where you need to be. If they're browsing LinkedIn during lunch breaks, that's your spot. It's about meeting people where they already are, not forcing them to come to you. Promotion is what most people think marketing is. The ads, the commercials, the sponsored posts. But modern promotion is way more sophisticated than buy our stuff because it's good. There's traditional advertising, which is one-way communication through TV, radio, print, and billboards. It's expensive, but reaches lots of people quickly. Then there's digital advertising, which is cheaper, more targeted, but also more cluttered because everyone's doing it. Content marketing flips the script entirely. Instead of interrupting people with ads, you create valuable content they actually want to consume. Think blogs, videos, podcasts, social media posts that educate or entertain first, sell second. Social media marketing is its own beast. It's not just posting pretty pictures. It's about building communities, engaging in conversations, and creating shareable moments. The algorithm gods decide who sees your content, and they change the rules constantly just to keep everyone on their toes. Email marketing refuses to die because it works. Despite everyone claiming their inbox is full, email still has one of the highest return on investment of any marketing channel. The trick is not being annoying about it. Influencer marketing leverages the fact that people trust recommendations from people they follow more than traditional ads. Although the line between authentic recommendation and paid promotion gets blurrier every day. Search engine marketing is about being found when people are already looking for what you offer. There's search engine optimization, which is like playing a long-term game to rank higher in Google results. And pay-per-click advertising, which is like cutting in line but costs money every time someone clicks. But here's where marketing gets really interesting: the psychology behind why any of this works. We're driven by cognitive biases that marketers exploit. Social proof makes us more likely to buy something if other people are buying it. Hence all those bestseller badges and customer review sections. Scarcity makes us want things more when we think they're rare or limited time. Every flash sale ever uses this. Loss aversion means we hate losing something more than we like gaining it. Free trials work because once you have something, giving it up feels like a loss. Subscription services bank on this. Canceling feels harder than just keeping the monthly charge. The mere exposure effect means we prefer things we're familiar with. This is why brands spend millions just getting their name in front of you repeatedly, even if you're not ready to buy yet. When you finally need what they're selling, they'll be the first name you think of. Reciprocity is why companies give away free samples, helpful content, or valuable resources. Once someone does something nice for you, you feel obligated to return the favor, usually by making a purchase. But marketing isn't just about individual psychology, it's about cultural trends and social movements. Successful brands don't just follow trends, they help create them. Nike didn't just sell shoes to athletes, they created a culture where everyone wanted to just do it. This brings us to brand building, which is marketing's long-term strategy. A brand isn't a logo or a name. It's the collection of emotions, associations, and experiences people have with your company. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. Strong brands command premium prices because people aren't just buying a product, they're buying an identity. When you buy a Rolex, you're not just getting a timekeeper, you're joining an exclusive club of successful people. When you drink Coca-Cola, you're not just consuming sugar water, you're participating in happiness and nostalgia. Brand loyalty is the holy grail because acquiring new customers costs 5 to 25 times more than keeping existing ones. Loyal customers don't just buy more, they become advocates who recommend you to their friends, which is the most trusted form of marketing. This is where customer relationship management comes in. Modern marketing isn't just about making a sale, it's about building long-term relationships. Companies track every interaction with customers, personalizing experiences, and predicting future needs. Data analytics has revolutionized marketing. Every click, view, purchase, and abandonment is tracked and analyzed. Machine learning algorithms can predict which customers are likely to churn, which products to recommend, and when to send marketing messages for maximum impact. But with great data comes great responsibility. Privacy concerns are reshaping how marketing works. Laws like GDPR in Europe and CCPA in California give consumers more control over their data. Companies can't just collect everything anymore. They need permission and have to provide value in exchange. This has led to privacy-first marketing strategies. Instead of tracking people across the internet, brands focus on first-party data, information customers willingly share in exchange for better experiences. Zero-party data goes even further. Customers explicitly tell companies their preferences and intentions. Speaking of experiences, experiential marketing creates memorable moments that people want to share. Pop-up events, interactive installations, and immersive brand experiences generate social media buzz and emotional connections that traditional advertising can't match. Guerrilla marketing takes this further with unconventional, low-cost tactics that create big impact. Think flash mobs, street art, or publicity stunts that get people talking. The goal is to be so creative or surprising that people share it organically. Word-of-mouth marketing remains the most powerful form because we trust recommendations from friends and family more than any advertisement. Referral programs, affiliate marketing, and brand ambassador programs all try to systematize and incentivize word-of-mouth recommendations. But marketing also has to deal with ad blocking, banner blindness, and general marketing fatigue. People are exposed to thousands of marketing messages daily and have developed sophisticated filtering mechanisms. This forces marketers to be more creative, valuable, and respectful of people's attention. Native advertising blends promotional content with editorial content, making ads less disruptive. Sponsored articles, product placements, and branded content all try to provide value while subtly promoting products. Marketing automation uses technology to deliver personalized messages at scale. Email sequences that trigger based on customer behavior, chatbots that provide instant customer service, and dynamic website content that changes based on who's visiting all make marketing more efficient and relevant. Attribution modeling tries to figure out which marketing efforts actually drive sales. In a world where customers might see 7 different touch points before making a purchase, understanding which ones deserve credit is crucial for budget allocation. A/B testing lets marketers experiment with different approaches and measure what works better. Different headlines, images, prices, or call-to-action buttons are tested with real audiences to optimize performance. Conversion rate optimization focuses on getting more people to take desired actions on websites and apps. Small changes like button colors, page layouts, or form designs can significantly impact results. Marketing funnels map the customer journey from awareness to purchase to advocacy. Top-of-funnel marketing creates awareness, middle-of-funnel marketing builds consideration, and bottom-of-funnel marketing drives conversions. But funnels are evolving into flywheels because the customer journey isn't always linear. People might discover a brand on social media, research on Google, ask friends for opinions, compare prices across multiple sites, make a purchase in store, then share their experience online. Modern marketing needs to be present at every stage. Omnichannel marketing ensures consistent experiences across all touchpoints. Whether someone interacts with your brand on social media, your website, in your store, or through customer service, the experience should feel seamless and connected. Marketing technology stacks have become incredibly complex. Companies use dozens of different tools for email marketing, social media management, analytics, customer relationship management, content creation, and advertising. Integration and data flow between these tools is crucial. The rise of voice search and smart speakers is changing how people discover information and make purchases. Optimizing for voice queries requires different strategies than traditional search engine optimization. Artificial intelligence is personalizing marketing at unprecedented scales. AI can analyze customer data to predict preferences, create personalized content, optimize ad targeting, and even generate creative assets. But as marketing becomes more sophisticated, ethical considerations become more important. There's a fine line between helpful personalization and creepy surveillance, between persuasion and manipulation, between meeting needs and creating artificial desires. The most successful modern marketing feels helpful rather than pushy. It provides value before asking for anything in return. It respects privacy while delivering relevance. It builds genuine relationships rather than just extracting transactions. Marketing has evolved from interruption to invitation, from broadcasting to conversation, from selling products to solving problems. The companies that thrive understand that marketing isn't about tricking people into buying things they don't need. It's about helping people discover solutions that genuinely improve their lives. Whether that's connecting coffee lovers with the perfect roast, helping parents find safe products for their children, or introducing people to experiences that bring them joy, great marketing makes the world a little bit better by making useful connections. Of course, not all marketing achieves this ideal. There's still plenty of manipulative, wasteful, and annoying marketing out there. But the trend is toward more transparent, valuable, and respectful approaches because that's what actually works in a world where consumers have more choices and more power than ever before. So the next time you find yourself buying something because of marketing, ask yourself, did this help you discover something valuable, or did it manipulate you into a decision you might regret? The answer tells you whether you experienced good marketing or bad marketing.